sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Set to return, here's Nick Marshall. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Petty now. He's got time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Petty. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Preston Brown able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. Back deep here is Brandon Tate. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Watkins alone on the left side. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. For McCoy this year, 5th. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now it's Taylor. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone. Open, unable to hold on to it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Here's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And able to break. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our 1st score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Tate. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Looking for the end zone. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a...
Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Decker over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. 7 yards remain now on third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now the Bills offense gets ready. Head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Taylor sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Charles Clay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Defense taking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.